Connect with Elliot in the Morning on Twitter at EITM Online.
I'll tell you, the last chew I took was on my honeymoon, driving down to Key West.
Leanne was fine with it?
Leanne was, I don't like sharing this, but Leanne was pregnant. I don't like sharing that. I'm so sensitive about that because I'm afraid people will think I married someone I didn't want to marry, you know? But yeah, Leanne was pregnant. And I thought, it was interesting considering the conversation we just had.
Yes.
I thought I didn't want my daughter not to have a father.
Right.
And I knew it was a daughter. Maybe I knew it was a daughter. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I didn't want her not to have a father.
Right.
And so I was chewing a lot. I was chewing a great deal.
Right.
And but I also was not drinking as much. So I leveraged the two.
Right.
For me, it was like chew more, drink less.
Right.
Drink more, chew less.
Right.
And so then I stopped chewing, and then my fix was every time I want to chew, I'll just drink a beer. And that did not work out. And that was the last chew I had. I was driving on the Florida Turnpike, which I was just at yesterday, and I said, I don't know if I'm enjoying this anymore. Like
Really?
because I took a chew and I was like shaky. I could feel my I could feel my blood pressure raising, and I was like, I don't know if I'm liking this as much as I think I like this.
Right.
And I had and then it was like for a while, especially with chewing tobacco, for me, not for everyone, but there was a time where I'd have to clear my mouth so I could start swallowing again.
Wait, what? From what?
Because the chewing tobacco juice, I'm obsessive compulsive.
Oh.
So if I had chewing, I couldn't just take it out and just start swallowing food. I just would have to clean my mouth. I wanted my mouth to be clean.
Oh, so you couldn't be one of those guys if you were dipping, you couldn't dip and eat a sandwich.
I was in
Right.
in 12th grade. Me, Troy Kent, Dean Kent went to play baseball with their dad, who was the coach at Chamberlain, and he said to me, if I see you spit, he gave me a dip, but he goes, if I see you spit, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, what? And he's like, you're supposed to swallow it.
Oh no!
And I remember sitting in the outfield swallowing Copenhagen juice, going like, I'm gonna get stomach cancer. And I was like, I get note to self, never chew around what Dean Kent and Troy Kent's dad. I can't remember his name right now, but I chewed tobacco and smoked cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes, I miss so much. I miss it so much, and I do that to like Bobby Kelly and Jim Norton. If I see them, I go, "Don't you miss it?" They're like, "Yeah." And I was like, and I say it to Bobby, I go, a lot, because the best part is that first match to the cigarette, and you get the sulfur from the match into the cigarette, and you're like, we're home. It's a good feeling. And if you don't know that feeling, I'd say take up smoking for a little bit just to get that feeling. And the buzz, I remember the first cigarette I smoked was Stephen St. John.
What is that?
The first cigarette I smoked was with
Stephen St. John. It's like, I've never heard of that.
Is that like a Dunhill?
And then
oh, it's so regal.
and then we smoked cigarettes in our neighborhood. And then I went to Jesuit, right? My high school right after that. And Spencer Ford came in, Trey Arnold, and myself were in a car. And they said, cigarette? And I was like, oh, yeah, I love them. but I didn't inhale with Stephen St. John. I just puffed it. And then I puffed it. And Spencer's like, give it back to me if you're not going to smoke it. And I was already smoking. I was like, I'm smoking it. And they're like, no, you have to inhale. And I was like, what? And I took an inhale, and I was like, oh, and I got a buzz, and I was like, I'm loving it. I was like, this is awesome. And I remember smoking that, and I was like, oh, another, please. But yeah, cigarettes, I miss. I smoke cigars now, but I don't get like a vibe from them.
See, I can't smoke cigars because I'll only inhale them.
Senior year beach week, that happened to me. but I miss the connection with the cigarette.
What do you mean? It's totally social.
Oh my God, man! If me and you had a cigarette,
it'd be the
best conversation we'd ever had. That's the beautiful thing about cigarettes. I mean, I don't hate to sell cigarettes to kids, but man, they really pushed it. Just showing the Camel was not enough. You really need to tell kids, you want to have the best conversation you ever had in your life with your friends? Try a cigarette. Oh my God, now I'm buzzed.
Also, what is with...
What? I'm going to kill this bottle of vodka.
Oh, okay. Well, you come up for air.
How much is gone?
Well, you don't forget we poured 4 drinks. I'm just drinking 2 of them. Are you even drinking any of yours, Tyler?
I'm
dude,
sipping
no, sipping. Cigarettes, I miss. Unprotected sex with strangers, I miss. I gotta be. Let's be real right now. That was one of the best feelings in the world when you were like, "Screw it, I got it. Whatever it is, I got it." Like that feeling of like, it's this good, I got it. Like that. Roll the dice in life. Like, I don't care. Herpes, come on. Like that. I miss unprotected sex with strangers. I miss cigarettes. Those were fun.
That's it.
That and someone going, "Hey, take this." And you're like, "What is it?" And you're like, "Just take it, you'll find out." Like, those days. Maybe I miss being young. Now I have unprotected sex with a woman who's like, seriously? Fine. And then if I like to take cigarettes from people. I go, "Hey, give me a cigarette." And they go, "You smoke?" I go, "Just give me a cigarette." And then I like take it and then light it and they go, "Here, I lit it for you." I just miss that. I miss the fun of like irresponsibleness, like where you just go like,
okay, but smoking a cigarette doesn't mean you're irresponsible.
Kind of. Didn't Michelle make Barack stop?
He still smokes.
Oh, he does?
I believe he does.
I heard two things about Barack. They're not real, but if you know him, run him by him and have him tweet me.
Number one.
He drinks a lot.
I would believe that.
Yeah.
I would believe that.
Yeah. I love it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's getting I don't know if he's looking at the 3/4 empty bottle of Kettle One right now. But I would believe that he goes up.
I hope he's not doing it right now. I hope he's not like, "Hold on, give me a second. They're running long." And he's pouring a cocktail. God, I love this Bert Kreischer guy. Gog. Give me another Cool Menthol. You know he smoked Cool Menthols, right?
No, he's a Marlboro dude.
No, I'm racist. I'm racist. Let's rephrase that story in what it would have said. Another Colt 45 and a Cool Menthol. Where's my handgun? I'm sorry, Brock. I hope you aren't listening to this now. What if he's just in the car and he's just like rolling his eye like, "Really? I've been running the country for 4 years, and this guy 8 years, and this guy is just now getting to know me. Clearly, I like peach schnapps."
No, but I could see him. I mean, he seems like he would finish up his day and have a drink. Yeah, why not?
I don't know if you can do that.
Well, they did the beer summit. He had a beer. Biden when
beer
NA.
summit, put me in the beer summit. Put me in the beer summit. Yeah, I have a few questions. I want to talk to you about alcohol. And what time they start serving it on planes, bro? Can we change that? Is there any way we can change that? And bars opening in airports.
Wait,
I'd love to party with Barack Obama.
I want you to slap your stomach when you're talking to him.
Okay. Brock, we got some questions to ask. Number one, I want to know if you can change. Is it cool to just fly with like a one-hitter full of weed? I'm giving myself red marks on my stomach. That should be legal, right? Just like a one-hitter full of weed. Like not like a bag of weed, but just like a little, like, clearly it's personal. I'm not saying I do it. I'm talking to her friends.
Why were you showing Diane your leg?
Well, what's the second Obama thing?
Yes.
No, it was...
I don't know. I'm out of the bit.
You just said you heard that he drinks.
No, drinks and smokes.
Oh, yeah. And you're allowed 10 times to, like, grab a flight attendant by the throat. No, I'm kidding.
No.
10 times.
Two things you heard about him.
That he drinks and he smokes. Yeah, where were you?
Everyone knows he smokes. I thought you had a second thing.
No, I heard he drinks. I heard he drank. I heard that they made him stop drinking at, like, the first 6 months of his pregnancy. Presidency? His pregnancy? Sometimes I don't even mean to curse. I just say the wrong word. They made him slow down his drinking in the first 6 months of his presidency. And they were like, "Hey, we need to, like, we want you to be."
But I mean, that could be the case. But I mean,
of course. Oh, dude, give me the presidency with the crown and everything and the scepter, and then watch me roll out thick, like literally cocktail in hand, like.
No, but I can't remember.
Red Solo cup at press conferences. What did you want? Guys, we have a beach volleyball tournament going on. Is this going to be taking long?
No, but I mean, the problem is, though, he can't booze up and then go to bed, because if all hell breaks loose, they're going to wake him up in the middle of the night. That's
why I don't want to be president. It's like seriously, it's the same reason I didn't want to have kids. You can't take a Xanax and tap out for 10 hours. I remember one time, secret time. You want to tell secrets? Let's tell secrets. One time, my wife went out on girls' night, and I was like, I put the girls to bed, and I was like, I'm going to take a Xanax and pass out. By the way, this is the girls we were in the big apartment, so Otto was born. Isla must have been 2. She climbed up the stairs.
Right.
That's all I know. That's all I know is I took a Xanax and passed out. But I was tired also. But I was like, I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night. I'll take a Xanax. Leanne will be home in an hour.
Right.
Leanne came home to both the girls on the bed crying, thinking I was dead. and Leanne thought I was dead too. Leanne thought I was dead. Like this, it's not even that. Like, it's funny to me now. but I stopped taking Xanax ever. That's the last time I took a Xanax. Well, I've taken them since, but not around my kids. Well, not around my kids at night. Let me rephrase this. Let's start this all over. Okay, that's the last time I ever took a Xanax around my kids at night when I was watching them by myself. Last time I ever take I said to Leanne, I stood up and I said, this is the last time I ever take a Xanax at night with my kids when we're living in an apartment by myself where you're gone with girlfriends and you won't be coming home within the next 30 minutes. But when she went to London, I was like, oh, I guess I'm not taking a Xanax. Because earthquake happens, what do? Just sit in the rubble? And the girls got to find their way out of it just with flashlights. Bert! Click, 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 click. Bert! Why are they calling me Bert? Bertrude! Yeah, that was the last time I ever took a Xanax at home alone with them when I was watching them by myself. And Leanne was coming home within 30 minutes. I love this. By the way, this is the best I've ever drank on the show because I'm not obliterated. I'm definitely buzzed. And you can hear it in my voice.
Especially when you try to get presidency, but you go with pregnancy.
Yeah. Brock's pregnancy's been pretty good. It's been 8 years. A little long. What is he, an elephant? Hey, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, baby! This is... Oh, you got your finger on the button? You want to try one out? Okay. Hey, man. just do the drum rings on my setups, okay? What's up with Brock's pregnancy? Nothing? Is this thing on? Wouldn't it be great if Brock set up on a press conference? How do you think your presidency? I can't even say the word now. How do you think your presidency? Presidency. Is that the right word?
I feel more certain than you.
How do you think your presidency has turned out? And he's like, I was really still hoping they were doing the real world. And road rules or something. I was hoping more for that, but I'll take it. It was good. It's not bad. I gotta be honest with you. I swear to God, when I tell you this, I will fly in to do radio with Todd Glass.
I don't know when he's coming in, though.
Next time he is,
right?
Just text me.
He's in town next weekend.
He's in town next weekend, but he's not coming in,
But
right?
he thought Boston to D.C. was a 3-hour drive, so he can't come in.
Yeah, so he's not coming in. He's in town, but he's not coming in time from Boston. He thought he was going to be able to make it in by driving 3.5 hours to get from Boston to D.C., but it's a little further than that in a car.
Why?
Why is it further than that?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Let's answer both. So why is it further than that? But is it more than 3 hours?
Yes, it's probably 7-8 hours.
Oh my God! I can see where Todd got messed up. By the way, I'm already I'm like, what? Hit me. Wait, do you really have that locked and loaded?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. What other sound effects do you have?
Whoops.
What?
Whoops.
Okay, and is that it? Just those two?
That's Brock.
That's Brock?
Whoops.
Seriously, Brock Lesnar?
That's a joke.
There you go.
That's a joke.
Why were you showing Diane your legs?
I always can I tell you something a secret time thing? I feel like sometimes I vary in between comedy and secrets.
Was I not supposed to say anything?
No.
Oh.
I'm cool.
Because I know that both you and Diane
just
sleep in compression socks.
You sleep there? Me too. I didn't know you slept in them. Why would you share that when I told you? I feel like my legs are bloating.
Right. Was I not supposed to say that?
No, dude. You know me. You can say whatever you want about me.
Right.
Because it's your show. And if you feel like we can have fun with it, that's fine.
Right.
My fear is I'm an open book.
Right.
And I will tell you things sometimes that maybe could be scary.